Alright, let me see what it's looking like. I ain't comfortable like this. I might want to just kick it back. See how comfortable that is. Probably not. But keep it cool. I might just talk just like this, like I see somebody right here don't. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Let's go.
I'm a money magnet, money comes to me naturally. Why you chasing that bag? I manifested so happily. I'm a money magnet, money comes to me naturally. Ayy, ayy, ayy. Now intuition got me seeing like a bird's eye view.
Welcome to the Perpetual Perspective Podcast. You made it. Come, sit down. You are safe. This moment is for you. Reflect, breathe, do whatever you please. Just know you are right where you're supposed to be. Listen, before we even get this started, I want to say this in the gentlest way possible. You are not behind, okay? You are just becoming. And this video specifically is a video for anybody who might be feeling like they are behind. They might be feeling like they're not where they're supposed to be, an illusion. They might be feeling like they're just late in their own life, or they're not at a certain point that they're supposed to be. You might feel like everybody else have life all figured out while you still questioning things for yourself. Okay, look, this episode right here is not to rush you, it's not to fix you, it's not to get you to change and get into this mode of let me execute. This episode is really just to hold space for you. Allow you to reflect, allow you to be aware and reflect on where you are, you know what I'm saying, and know and feel confident in the fact that you are not behind. You're just exactly where you're supposed to be, right here, right now. Alright, let's get into it. Episode 1, you know what I'm saying? You are not behind. Phone in hand, you are not behind. Episode 1, you know what I mean, of the Perpetual Perspective Podcast, you hear me? I'm coming at y'all with a perpetual perspective. Episode 1, let's get it. So the topic of this episode, like I said, is you are not behind. Alright, bet. Let's see, you know I'm gonna go notes, I gotta go notes, but look, let's go, y'all bear with me, I gotta get used to talking to this little camera. You know what I'm saying? But I say this, I'm here, you here, we right here at this time, you know what I'm saying? So let's chop it up, you know what I mean? Let me just chop it up with you. You are not behind. I know a lot of times we look at a lot of other people and we judge ourselves on other timelines. You know, we look at, oh, I'm at this age, so I should be doing this by now. Oh, it's been this many years, so by now I should be doing this. Oh, I done had this for such and such, woo the woo. Or I see such and such doing this, so I should be done did this by now. You know, I ain't had my baby yet. You hear me? Everybody else having kids. You hear me? All of these things, we try to judge ourselves and put ourselves on these type timelines and stuff like that. We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You are exactly where you supposed to be. You know what I mean? And the only time you really think you not where you supposed to be is when you start to get to thinking too much. You feel me? When you start to get to thinking too damn much, you get off it. Because honestly, you got to realize, whatever you do think, whatever you believe it is. You hear me? So if you say, I'm not old enough to fill in the blank, or I'm not old enough to, or I'm gonna wait until I'm this age too, or I'm too old to fill in the blank, it's true for you. Whatever you say for yourself is true. You hear me? So likewise, if you say the opposite, then that is just as true. You hear me? And that's just what it comes down to. So if you say, if you speak, if you declare, you're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. You hear me? You are not behind. Right here in this moment, right here, right now. Let's breathe. Okay, let's breathe real quick. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. You are not behind. You are not too far ahead. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Right here, right now. You hear me? And that's in life in general, but you really gotta believe that. So if that's what you believe, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I know a lot of things in life, illusions, make us feel like, oh, we behind, or we got this certain timeline, and we want to compare ourselves, huh? Comparison, the thief of all joy. You hear me? We want to compare ourselves to the next, or compare ourselves to the only thing you should be comparing yourself to is the past, and we know this by now. You know what I'm saying? By now we know this. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is your past person, the past version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you just gotta understand that. You just really gotta understand that. Really try to receive that in the best way that you can. You are not behind. Okay? You are not behind. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're becoming. Huh? You're becoming. You are not behind. You're becoming. Let's say that. You're becoming the greatest version of yourself. You're becoming the ideal version of yourself. You're becoming that confident being that you know who you are. You're becoming that divine being that you know who you're destined to be. You know what I'm saying? You're becoming. But you're not behind. Alright? So we gotta know that. Let's get into it. I got some points. I got some notes. You feel me? I got some notes. Alright, so let's get into it. So today I want to talk about what it actually means when you start becoming aware and why you're not really feeling. Real quick, let's talk about what feeling behind really feel like. Alright? So it might feel like comparison. Okay? It might feel like self-doubt. Alright? It might feel like questioning your choices, huh? Questioning yourself, thinking and maybe connecting to a feeling like, you know, you connected to your intuition, but you second guessing yourself. You questioning yourself. Even when you do have that feeling, you still questioning yourself. Okay? Feeling like something is wrong with you. Come on, wrong? What? But look, here's a key truth that you can hold when feeling all of these things, alright? Feeling behind often shows up when awareness increases. So one thing you gotta know is just the fact that you are feeling behind, you're just becoming aware. You're just aware where you are, and that's okay. That's actually super important because you can't know where you're going unless you know where you are. Right? That's what they always say, huh? And they ain't never told a lie, you hear me? You can't know where you're going unless you know where you are. Okay, so when you get that feeling of feeling behind or just aware of where you are, it's just like a signal, huh? It's just like a notification that says, hey, this is what's going on with us, you know? That's okay. Next point, awareness. Awareness can feel uncomfortable at first, all right? When you first feel it, it might feel uncomfortable. That's why it feels like we feeling behind or feel like we're not where we supposed to be. Because when you become aware, you might want to be somewhere. You might have an idea of something that you want to do or a place that you want to be. But again, to want to be it is to also be telling yourself you're not it at the same time. And we got to let that part go, you know? We don't want to be working against ourselves. Honestly, we don't. Energetically. You hear me? Awareness can feel uncomfortable at first. You start noticing patterns. Okay? Things that used to feel normal no longer do. Right? Relationships feel different. You're not vibing with the same people you used to vibe with in the same way you used to vibe with them. You go spend time with them. You take time with them, and you're observing of yourself. You realizing, wow, I'm not feeling as geeked as I used to be when I'm around this person. I'm super introspective and reflective, but I'm not flowing. I'm not vibing like I used to vibe with this person, you know? Old coping mechanisms, they stop working, okay? So as you do start to become more aware, it can be uncomfortable because things that you used to do just is not working no more. You see what I'm saying? These things that used to work for you, the way you used to cope, the way that you used to react, huh? The way that you used to handle things in the past is not working for you no more now that you're becoming more aware, okay? And so this can feel uncomfortable, you know what I mean? You can feel out of body, okay? But it's important to understand that this discomfort isn't failure, right? It's not failure, it's just consciousness. It's just that awareness. It's literally just you being in tune with what is. Okay? Like, cause there's no right and wrong and like you just have to be, and that's what we're here for. So once you become aware of whatever this is, sit with that. Okay? That's okay. It's okay. You don't have to just change a thing or just do a thing. You know, as soon as you're aware of something. That's not what this is about. It's really not. Why awareness gets mistaken for failure. Alright? Society rewards speed, not depth. Depth. Society rewards speed, not depth. I feel like that's important. I was just thinking about that the other day. It's like, yeah, everybody on the hustle culture, hustle, grind, and that's what it looks like. Like another podcast topic I have coming up. Your worth is not measured by your productivity. You hear me? Your worth is not measured by your productivity, how much you produce, how much you do. That's not what your worth is valued by. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, society rewards this speed, not that this culture that's just go, do. But that's not the vibe. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That's not the vibe. Look, listen. You can only do so much. You hear me? When you're a human being, nigga, you can only do so much. You gotta ease up. You know what I mean? Ease up. That ain't what it's all about. You hear me? Now again, we get it. Spiritual beings living a human experience. We get it. We know that's what it is. We know that's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta do. You know, we gotta go out and do, get the bills paid and go out and do, and stuff. We know we gotta do stuff. But at the end of the day, being, I feel, is just as important, if not more important. You hear me? And especially because it's challenging. The stuff that's more challenging be the things that you gotta do. Like, it feel like everything in the world that's the best thing for you be the most challenging thing. You know, just like when you eating in food, like the best food for you is the food that don't taste the best. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing like in life. Like, you know what I'm saying? The most challenging, the most hardest things, the things that's so you're fearful and, oh my gosh, I don't know about doing it. Those probably the things that you need to do. You know what I'm saying? That's just how life go. I didn't make up the rules. I ain't gonna even hold you. I ain't making rules up. But that's just what I've learned. You know what I'm saying? A perpetual perspective. You hear me? And it's gonna live on. You feel me? So look, let's get back to it, alright? We're taught clarity, okay? This is still why awareness gets mistaken for failure. Because we're taught clarity should feel confident, not confusing, okay? Yeah, we think that we just supposed to always know things, and it's just we supposed to know and be confident in the knowing and just have it going, and we're supposed to never maybe, question or something, But I mean, this whole world and whole life to live is to question. But we down here on earth questioning every day. Why am I here? I see people post like, what are we here for real? What are we just really, what we come here for? It ain't to pay bills every day. It can't be to pay bills every month. You hear me? Work to live, to work to live, and to work to live all over again. Huh? Like, what are we here for? And a lot of people do question that. And I feel like it's different for everybody in the world. Like, we all have a specific purpose, but for real, like as human species, like, what are we doing? For real, what are we doing? What is the whole goal and task? You hear me? What are we doing? I question that shit. Listen, I ain't gonna get into it. That's a whole nother podcast episode. You hear me? What are we doing? Alright, so look, let me say this. You're not lost, you're recalibrating, okay? We gotta know that growth is often quiet and internal, okay? So you're not gonna always see the growth. The growth ain't gonna always be seen with these eyes like this. You know what I'm saying? Like this body, how you can't see up under this, but you can see how the growth ain't gonna always be. You can see it 25, huh? My 25 coming up. I'm about to be 29, y'all. February 13th, about to be 25. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the growth, you're not gonna always be able to see the growth with these eyes, right? The growth is when you have that triggering situation and you analyze that triggering situation and you take time in that moment and you choose something different. You don't choose to show up in your past trauma responses. That's the work. That's the growth. You can't really see that always. You can't always see what's going on when you're growing, right? When you're making those choices that you know are best for yourself, because you know you better than anybody else, huh? You know you better than everybody. You've been with you all your life, all your lives. Let's get into it for some people, huh? So at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, you're not gonna always see that growth like that with these eyes, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta trust it. You 100% gotta trust it. And I feel like this, like I'm reading in the book, The 4 Agreements. As long as you always try your best, you can never feel bad about the way you show up in the world. Give your best today, tonight. I say, yeah, Wednesday I'm gonna record. Everything in me throughout the whole day is trying to push me away from recording tonight. Oh, but it might be just this. Oh, don't worry about it. You working too hard today. You didn't come in. You didn't get into 7 at night. Don't worry about it. Just go home. You tired. Don't worry. You don't have no background. But you don't got the mic. But you ain't even really ready. Do you look right? Do you got clothes on? Clothes on? Come on, man. Put the camera on. Turn the camera on. Record. You hear me? So that's what I'm doing. That's what this is right here. That's what you seeing. That's this episode right here that you watching. You hear me? Because I wanted that for myself. You know what I'm saying? And I want to build that trust within myself. You hear me? That's what it was about for me. Okay? If I told myself I'm going to do this thing on this day today, that's going to be in the back of my mind if I don't. Okay? I'm going to know. Anybody else might not know. That's cool. And that's what I'm banking on to be able to, but it's not about what you do when people can see. It's about what you do when people are not watching. Okay? Because again, you are with yourself and you see it and you know it. And your body and your mind is computing that, you know? Okay, wow. This mother trustworthy. You know? That was she said she was gonna do it and she did it. And this is what we doing. And I'm building up that trust with myself. You see that growth? I see that growth. You mean? Now I can't see it, but I know it. You feel me? I feel the growth. I know it because again, I showed up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what life really is about, showing up for yourself. Huh? I'm not gonna say that's everything what life revolves around, the whole key to life now. But at the end of the day, like, yeah, it's a huge, important part of life. You hear me? Showing up for yourself, man. If you say you're gonna do something, do it. You know what I'm saying? And let yourself know that's for yourself because, again, that's how you build that confidence within. That's how you build that character and have that integrity to stand on. What are you doing when nobody's watching? Huh? When nobody's there to pat you on your back and keep you accountable to send you the notification and your boo ain't send you the reminder text. Huh? What you gonna do? How you gonna carry that? You know? I feel like that's what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get back to it. Probably get a little bit off, you know what I mean, track. And I know there's gonna be more than 20 minutes, so let me get back on track. To recalibrate, we talked about that. Recalibration is key. You see what I'm saying? Because again, we always ever changing, always evolving. So it's always cool to recalibrate. You always, you know what I'm saying? And then repositioning, repositioning. I know I am every week. Every week. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so boom. What awareness is actually asking of you. Let's get into it. Okay? Awareness. What is it asking of you? Okay? When you do become aware, at that point where you do become aware, you know what I'm saying? You think you're behind, you start having these thoughts, you start having these feelings, and you do become aware, that consciousness kicks in, right? What is it actually asking you? Let's talk about it. Okay? It's asking you to slow down. Do just that. Slow down. Listen to yourself. Okay? Let go of old timelines, these things you tell yourself in the past, these things you hold on to that you've started to identify with now. You have to make room. You have to leave room. We said we're calibrated. You know, we're always becoming, right? You're not ever just a finished product. As long as you live, as long as you could turn on another episode of the Perpetual Perspective podcast, you are always becoming. Huh? You're not finished. You're not done. You still here. You still got breath. Okay? So know that, man. Let's get back into it. Okay? Letting go of old timelines. Being gentle instead of critical. Okay? So gentle with yourself, man. That's when to listen. Let me tell you this. I'm a mask. You know that, okay? Everybody know that. Who stud this, mask this, woo the woo, wah the wah. Okay, good, whatever. I don't get all to the terms and the names and all of that. It get to be too much for me. I was telling somebody the other day, like, I don't even want to get into those podcasts. Let's just leave it. Let's get back to because that's another, I swear that's another episode. We could get into it. We could really get into it, but that's another episode or another time, you hear me? But be gentle instead of critical. It's important to be gentle with yourself, okay? You have to. I mean, somebody gotta do it. Let me tell you this, somebody gotta do it. I'll do it now. I'm here, we gonna hold space, you know what I'm saying? We gonna chop it up, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm here right here with you, you feel me? We walking this path together. You hear me? That's what I'm saying, I got y'all on because I ain't never giving y'all no, I'm a finished product, I got it all together, woo-doo-woo. Never. I'm here. I still got breath in my body. No, I'm still becoming. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna stand on that proudly. Listen, ain't no shame in my game. I'm still becoming. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm right here in front of this camera right now with y'all. So y'all gonna come on with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm just saying. Like, yeah, I would, but you gotta be gentle with yourself. You know, because you with you the most. Like I said earlier, you are always with yourself. You are with yourself the most. You know yourself best. You know what I'm saying? You know what you need better than anybody else. That's what I've learned. I know what I need better than anybody else. You hear me? So be gentle with yourself. Take that time. Give yourself time. Be gentle. Have grace with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't be hard on yourself. But be hard on yourself at the same time. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into it because you still at the same time. Listen, don't sleep on yourself. You can't sleep on yourself. You hear me? So you really got to find your balance with that. 100%. You know what I'm saying? But again, who going to do it for you? If you don't do it, who going to do it for you? Alright? So look, note this. Awareness isn't asking you to rush. It's asking you to be honest. So be real with yourself. That's the best thing you can do. Trust me. You the hardest on yourself. You the hardest on yourself. You your biggest critic. Huh? Aren't you? Huh? So why you can't be honest with yourself? Be real with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Do that for you. Alright? Notice what all feels uncomfortable. Then use this information to redirect. What we talked about, recalibration. You hear me? We gonna do that all the time. We always consuming and taking in so much information, going through so many different feelings and situations, experiences. We deserve to recalibrate every once in a while, huh? I'm just saying, let me know. This computer, this is a computer, I thought this was a computer. You heard me? This beautiful temple of mine. Oh, I love my home. I love my home. I love this beautiful temple of mine. Gosh. Huh? But can't you? Right? Alright. That's what okay. Alright. So yeah, let's get into it. Next. Reassurance. Alright? Let me give y'all that. Okay? I got love. Ooh. I love a lot of y'all love reassurance. Oh, come on, babe. I just need some reassurance. You know what I'm saying? Babe, just let me, because I need that You feel me? Let me give y'all the reassurance. Let me give y'all the reassurance. You know what I'm saying? Hey, okay, ease up. Let me ease up, all right? Listen, let me take my time with y'all with this reassurance now. You are allowed to be in between, okay? It's okay that you're becoming. It's okay that you're in that fuzzy space, that transformation space where you're not quite where you want to be, but you know you don't want to be who you was, so you killing a lot of that old stuff. You hear me? That's okay. That's that in-between phase, okay? Now, if you're in the in-between phase, comment in between. Because some of us in the in-between phase. Some of us listening right now gonna comment in between. We in the in-between phase. I've been in the in-between phase. Okay? I think I'm always in the in-between phase. Let me just hold up. Wait a minute. Listen. We talk about that recalibration. We're always becoming. I am. Huh? Always becoming. So I always feel like at some point I'm going through an in-between phase now. It might be in between level 1 to 2, in between level 2 to 3, in between level 3 to 4. Huh? But I feel like I'm consistently back in that in-between phase at some point in life, okay? I feel that, you know? I feel that 100%, you hear me? You are allowed to not have answers yet. You don't always have to have all the answers, but you do have to listen to yourself, okay? You don't have to always have all the answers, but you do have to listen to yourself. Take that time. Silence. It's important that you're taking time to be silent and just do nothing. We talked about earlier how society loves speed and wants us to be with this grind, go, go, go. That's why they got us in this loop of just work to pay your bill, work to pay your bill. They don't want you to be still. Fuck they. It ain't about they. Listen, listen, we're going to leave that alone about they don't want you to be the wow. Listen, be still. Be still, God. That's what you do for yourself because you do want it, okay? Be still. That's how you can slowly but surely tap into that power of yours. You hear me? Again, we loosely give our energy out everywhere, doing so many things all throughout the day, multitasking, giving our energy here, there, everywhere. Scroll, 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 tip, tip, tap. Text, 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 call, call, call. I'm on the phone with my boo for 8 hours straight all night. Yeah, I love my boo so much. We on the phone blowing your brains out 5G crazy all night. It's sweet. I get it. I know you want to be booed up. I know you want to be booed up. I get it. On the phone with your boo all night. You hear me? But do you have to have that 5G radiation blowing your brains out? Come on. Come on, gang. Come on, gang. We got to find a better way. Okay? That's a whole other episode with that phone stuff, though. You know what I'm saying? Regulating ourselves when it comes to this phone. We're not going to get too much into it, okay? All right, let's get back on track. We're going to have to look with me. Hey, let's get back on track. You hear me? All right, so boom. Let's reiterate. You're allowed to be in between. That's okay. You're allowed to be in the in-between. It's very valid, okay? You're allowed to not have all the answers yet, okay? You are becoming, but you must listen to yourself and always be listening, okay? Last but not least, awareness is the beginning, not the end, okay? Once you become aware, you get it, you got it, okay? You don't got it all figured out, okay? Okay, once you become aware, like I said earlier, now you can reposition yourself, huh? Now you know things. Now you have this awareness of things and how to now recalibrate and reposition yourself. Okay, so if you found this episode beneficial in any way at all, anyway, I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely drop a comment below. Let me know whatever you thought. Let me know where you are. Let me know how you feel. You know what I'm saying? If you becoming, make sure you comment that I am becoming. You know what I'm saying? If you love yourself, make sure you comment that I love myself, okay? I'm going to be back at y'all with another episode for sure, okay? And if this message resonated with you, I hope you do leave this episode feeling just a little bit less heavy, a little bit more seen, for sure, a little bit more understood, and last but not least, a little bit more trusting of where you are, you know? Know that you are not behind, okay? You are not behind. You're exactly where you should be. Alright? You're just becoming. Aye!